Welcome back to another edition of Let's Get Logical. I'm your host, Katie Lurie, and today Baltimore Ravens expert Aiden Molesky joins me. Okay, Aiden, now that the NFL season is officially over, how would you grade the Ravens' performance this past season?
I'll give them a solid B plus. There's a lot to be desired, and I think if it was the season itself, the regular season, it would just be a B. But that win against the Titans elevated their season up in the postseason.
Yeah, definitely. Jackson finally got his first postseason win, and that was probably a highlight for him. But he definitely struggled this season. I mean, he was out for a stint due to COVID. And then in the week 8 matchup against the Steelers, he threw an uncharacteristic 2 interceptions and had 2 fumbles. So what can Lamar Jackson improve on this offseason?
I think he could work a little bit on improving his throwing technique. Want to practice just waiting and reading his options in the pocket and not get too pressured.
And so what as a whole can the Ravens work on this season to shore up some of the issues that they had?
So I see 3 main issues that the Ravens need to address this season. The first one is their need for a solid center. The bad snaps plagued the Ravens the entire season. They need to get a solid center who will reliably snap the ball. Another key issue I saw were drops. The Ravens receivers dropped 22 passes out of 376 attempts, which is 7.5%, which is the highest of any NFL team. It's a huge issue. And thirdly, the Ravens need to address their penalties. The Ravens, they accrued the second most penalties, including the postseason, out of any other NFL team, which they lost 1,008 yards to penalties. That's 10 touchdowns. That can't happen.
As you stated, it's all errors there, bad snaps, drop passes, penalties that you just can't be affording to have. And now you mentioned a need to shore up the center. Further down on the offensive line, earlier this week, offensive tackle Orlando Brown said that he only wanted to play left tackle, a position he filled in for while Pro Bowler Ronnie Stanley was out. Now, Stanley's set to return this season, so how do you see this battle for left tackle unfolding?
So, I love Orlando Brown. He's a fantastic player, great guy. However, he's making this an ultimatum. And at the moment, the Ravens do not need a left tackle, having just signed the arguably best left tackle in the league right now. And so he's pretty much just giving Eric DeCosta a bargaining chip for trading and draft picks.
A great offensive tackle without a doubt, and the Ravens can definitely get a high draft pick, first round at least, for him this offseason. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you to Aiden Molesky for joining me. I'm Katie Lurie. Tune in next week for another episode of Let's Get Logical.